Derek Carr visiting with the New Orleans Saints. The team has reached out to him and said, hey, maybe you want to be our quarterback. And he's going to say, hey, I'll come visit. I'll hang in the bayou. I'll have a drink. I'll eat some gumbo. And maybe I'll play for your football team in a dome with some sweet taxes and in the worst division in football. Now, Derek Carr has a full no trade clause, so here's how this works. Basically, the Raiders and the Saints have agreed to, in principle, some sort of trade package for Derek Carr. Derek Carr most likely will visit with multiple teams that the Raiders have agreed with such compensation for, and then he will have to decide whether or not to accept one of those trades or say, F you to the Raiders, release me, I'm going to become a free agent. Most likely that decision will be made by the February 15th deadline, where if Carr is still on the Raiders, they would owe him some additional money. He's not going to be there. They're more than likely going to move him after that. But I don't think the Raiders are going to release him until the 15th. They're going to exhaust every single day they possibly can to maneuver a trade and get some draft capital in return. So the Saints are up first. I think the Saints are an attractive destination. How they crawl out of salary cap hell every year, I have no idea. But again, the level of competition and the fact that you're playing in warm weather, you're playing indoors, those things matter. Weapons, offensive line, the Saints always figure out a way to have some pretty decent personnel, even when they're not winning a lot of games. Michael Thomas, we'll see. Alvin Kamara coming back healthy. This is the first visit. I would imagine that every team in the NFC South might reach out to Derek Carr. They all need a quarterback. I think Derek Carr is probably going to visit with 4 or 5, up to 7 or 8 teams. This is how it worked with Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson had a full no trade clause. He visited with a bunch of teams. He narrowed down his list. There was like 3 teams that were willing to pony up the package, and he ended up choosing the Cleveland Browns. Will Derek Carr choose the New Orleans Saints? Well, we're not going to know today. We're not going to know tomorrow. I'm guessing the Jets get a visit too. Hey, Aaron Rodgers, Peter King, bombshell report. Big snag in any potential trade there. Let's talk some more quarterback down below. I'll see you there. Go Jets.